The Dannon are the worst troublemaking bastards ever. They create a guard of force and judges, and then they ring people for stuff that wasn't even crime, and then they keep them in the prison system and stuff for years. That thing can never go away until they've decided to stop making trouble about something that wasn't even a crime, because they created a law to make it a crime. So years ago, when I was investigating the Irish Republican Brotherhood, I told them I would investigate homelessness as well. So I did, and I have. And this morning I was asked to ring up these people in one of the offices in Cumberland Street. They put the phone down on me 5 times, and then the woman tried to argue with me on the phone. I says, I'm not your husband, I'm not here to argue. And she went, you brought her up. So anyway, they keep you in the system. They create a system because they're trouble. They're nothing but trouble. This is the time of great trouble. If you can't see that the system is causing and making trouble where they didn't exist before. I lived in a few areas around the world, and none of us ever called the police, and none of us ever got murdered. Few people got hidings and all, but that was usually jockeys and stuff like that. Or where I lived on Ballyfermot, a few people got shot. That's life. But the general rule is not to call it, well, over in England, not over here in Ireland, because it's riddled with the Dannon and troublemaking bastards. So often I would walk, when I first started going up to the hill of Tara, the hill of the Torah, I remember I walked past there one day and I was talking to one of the fellas that's there all the time. His name is Michael Maguire, and I was quite well off before I went up there near the witches. I wouldn't be surprised if they'd done some sort of voodoo on me. But anyway, yeah, I was walking through Tara, and Michael Maguire says, you used to be up here in the convertible and they'd be drooling over you. And I was thinking, are they going to eat me? Or what? Because they couldn't have been drooling in the sense of they wanted to fuck me, the women, because I was in there for years, and every time I talked to one of them, Maguire would half threaten me with the fucking police. I'll call the guard. I seen you talking to the girls, he said to me one day. I'll call the guards. Of course I was talking to the girls. They have tits and ass and fanny. Why would I not be talking to them? I'm made to stick me willy in them, and they're made to receive it in plain English. So anyway, you can't pull none of these women, but apparently Maguire said they were drooling over me. So they have these couple of reptilian things outside the front of the house. I don't know why I'm going off course, but every time I'd walk up there, the Garda would turn up. They'd see me and they'd call the Garda. The Garda would try and come over. So they see someone walking up the road in these country towns where the Dannon live. They look at that person, he's not from round here, I'm calling the guards. Or someone would try and get away from this city, and they'd find a nice little secluded spot to pitch their tent, and they'd come looking for them. They'd come in, and this is the way they are. They're like, they've no manners. What are you fucking doing out here, you dirty Dublin bastard, you Dublin cunt? And they'd be dragged out by a load of them and thrown into jail, and then in the jail there'd be a load of them in the jail waiting to abuse you. They don't open the door like in a jail in Britain and say, good morning sir, because that's what they do in Britain. Over in Ireland, get up you fucking cunt, you go out of that bed, you. That's what they're like. Foul-mouthed savages causing trouble. So I was preaching the Bible in the prison, and they were furious. So they tried to throw me down the stairs. 7 of them, 6 or 7 of them, tried to throw me down the stairs. Now this is all trouble that happened because I preached the Bible. So we're in the time of great trouble like never was before. In the eyes of the Lord, this is trouble, because under the original Gaelic culture, you're not allowed to bother someone that's walking down the street minding their own business. You cannot bother that person. That person is lawfully going freely across the land about their business, not doing fucking anything. So yesterday I had an argument with a guy on the train, on the Lewis. There was a young girl sitting there with her boyfriend, minding their own business. They said hello with a little smile, a little nod. I said hello. Next thing this guy gets on, have you got your card? No. Okay, fair enough, they haven't got their card. They're caught. They might have to put their hand in their pocket and take a few quid out, which would be the right thing to do. Mate, he whips out his notebook. Now this is a pretty girl, she's about 18, 17, 18, she's pretty, good looking, with her boyfriend, only kids. What's your name? Tells her name. All over she makes her, bullies her into it. What's your address? Tells her address all over the tube. Where's that? Such and such. Now I could have been a stalker. So I says, hold on a second. I said, what are you doing? I says, don't tell him anything. I says, I could be a stalker, he could be a stalker. I said, you just told her where that girl lives and all that. Anyone could fucking stalk her. I said, he could be anyone. He goes, are you a stalker? I didn't answer, I didn't respond to that. But you know what I'm saying? These people, they don't give a fuck. They're nothing but trouble. Now what they'll do, that girl is trying to learn our education, probably, or fake education of the fake government and the fake system. Yeah? And she's going to have to pay fines over a few quid, plus the 30 grand that she'll probably end up in debt. She'll probably end up 30 grand in debt learning the fake education, and her boyfriend as well. And then they have to be fined, and then they have to tell all and sundry where she lives. Stalkers. I watched a movie called Dusk Till Dawn one time, and it's about killing vampires. Nosferatu. They're down in a link to the vampires. You have to read the Book of Invasions. And the guy turns around and he's a psycho. One guy, he's the George Clooney, and the other guy is Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino's the psycho in it, and he hears voices and shit, and he thinks that the girl is asking him to eat her pussy and stuff like that in the movie, but it's not. It's all in his head. Now there could have been a psycho like that sitting on the bus next to the girl and her boyfriend, and he could have took the fact that she was saying her address out in public as the fact that he wanted him to do whatever to her. I'm only putting this hypothetically out there because I know there's schizos out there and all sorts of strange people, but they couldn't give a fuck as long as they get the £100 fine. Now this is the Dannon, the people, the Republic. They don't care. They have gangs and hordes of people running around in these fake little ass uniforms, and because they put an orange jacket or a green jacket or a yellow jacket or a blue jacket on a useful idiot, you have to tell that idiot your life story, and you have to tell that idiot where you live. Now if this is not the time of fucking trouble like never before because of them fuckers and their fucking system and their filthy stinking attitude, they put the phone down on me 5 times. And then when I asked them, they like, what do you mean the phone? Start trying to argue with me. They're troublemaking bastards, and that's all there is to it. Now, if you go down to the fields, in the bog, anywhere, them trouble-little bastards will come out of the field, they'll come out of the house, go into a pub in the country that's allowed to open till 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock and flaunt all the rules, but in Dublin they have to close bang on time, or the boggers come out of the country, come into Dublin and tell you to close the pub that's past the time. Then they could get in their car and drive down to their town, and the pub in their town will still be open for a late night drink, but not you, because you're in a POW camp and it's called Dublin. They cut down all the trees, they make it it's a horrible little fucking matrix, that's what it is. And the matrix is run by these horrible little useful idiots, and I'm sick of them.